James smiled at his mother and said, "Come, Mama, let's take a walk." She followed him, barefoot and trusting. Minutes later, she was screaming inside a grave as her own son shoveled sand over her body just to steal her gold. But the earth never keeps such secrets for long. James had grown tired of poverty and tired of his mother. She was old, weak, and clung tightly to the last thing his father left behind. A small pouch of pure gold beads she wore around her neck every day. "Don't ever take it off," she always said. "This gold saved your father once. One day it will save you too." But James didn't want to wait. He wanted the gold now, to sell it, get rich and leave the village. So one cool evening, he came to her with a fake smile. "Mama, I had a dream about Papa." He said. He stood near his grave and asked us to pray for him tonight. The old woman's face softened. "Oh, your father," she whispered. "Let's go." James led her through the white bush path, past the sleeping palm trees, towards the graveyard. When they reached the shallow pit he had dug earlier, James paused. "Mama, look," he said. "Do you remember this spot?" She leaned forward. In one swift push, he shoved her in. She screamed as her back hit the cold earth. "James, what are you doing?" But James didn't answer. He picked up a shovel and with dead eyes, he began to cover her with sand. The wind howled, the earth shook, but James didn't stop, not even when her screams turned to silence. By morning, James returned home with the gold beads in his pocket and no trace of guilt on his face. He told the neighbors, "Mama traveled to visit her cousin in the next village. No one suspected a thing." 2 days later, he sold the gold in town and got a huge sum. That night, he moved into a hotel, bought fine clothes, and started living like a king. But peace never followed him. On the third night, he woke up screaming, sweating, shaking. He had dreamt of his mother standing at the edge of his bed, her eyes wide, mouth filled with dirt, whispering, "James, why?" He laughed it off, drank wine, and tried to sleep again. But it kept happening. Every single night, the hotel staff began to notice. He talked to himself. He refused to bathe. He stayed up all night staring at the door. And then it got worse. He went to a club and saw a woman wearing the exact same gold beads he sold. He screamed, dropped his drink, and ran outside barefoot. "It's her! It's her!" he shouted. People said he was mad. He stopped eating. He would sit on the floor of his hotel room, holding his head and begging, "Mama, please, don't come tonight, please." But she came every night. The dreams grew louder. The grave kept opening in his mind, and he couldn't escape it. James had the money, but the gold had cost him. One night, rain poured like never before. James ran barefoot through the muddy streets, screaming, "Mama, please, forgive me. Leave me alone." He fell to his knees in front of the graveyard, the same spot he buried her. Then it happened. A cold wind blew. The ground beneath him shook. He looked up and saw her, his mother, drenched in rain, her eyes full of tears and fire. She didn't speak. She just stared. James' heart failed instantly. He collapsed in the mud and never rose again. By dawn, villagers found him lying face down beside a grave. His hands were frozen in a begging position. Nobody touched his body. They said, "Let the dead take care of their own." And the gold, no one ever saw it again. Moral lessons. Greed will make a man destroy the very person who gave him life. What you do in secret, the earth will one day expose. A mother's curse is heavier than gold. No wealth gained through evil ever brings peace. Thank you so much for watching this story to the end. If it touched your heart, made you think or gave you chills, please don't scroll away. Subscribe to this channel right now. Turn on the bell so you won't miss out next story. Drop a comment. What did you learn from this story? This channel is filled with real life lessons, drama, suspense and truth. Stick with us. We have more powerful stories coming. Stories that will move your soul. God bless you. Stay with us. Stay blessed.